Hello fellow earthlings, here I am just spritzing my hair with water so that I can moisten it up and loosen it from its dry state because I washed it the day before. Now I'm just separating my hair out into sections as needed to apply the straight formers, which I am doing first. I am adding some foaming mousse to my hair. I prefer the Jane Carter, what is it called? I don't remember. Anyway, I prefer the Jane Carter mousse, not the twisting mousse, but it's another mousse. And then here I'm using the Lotta Body foaming mousse, which is fine. So then I just struggle to add it. I'm not sure if this piece is too big or if maybe I decided that the former was supposed to go in a different direction, because if you actually wanted a hairstyle, you want it to go in the correct direction. However, I'm not wearing it as a hairstyle. I'm just stretching my hair and I'm over it already. This is the first one and I'm tired of it already. So I'm just smoothing in the mousse so that it'll be nice and pliable and ready to set. Comb it through a bit. And then apply the straight former with the hook. Make sure your hair is all the way inside the hook portion of the hook. Pull the straight former up and then pull your hair through. Now, I recommend pinning up the end of the row that you have, unlike I did, because you might accidentally get it all hung up in the hook and the former and then you'll be in trouble. So don't do that. Also, my hair is longer than the straight form. I just pushed it down from the root so that it would cover the ends, so that the ends would be more stretched and the root would be kind of stretched. As you can see me struggle, the hook unhooked from the bottom. There's a top piece and a bottom piece and they unhooked from each other as I was trying to pull it through because the piece was too big. So now I'm just separating it into a smaller piece. So I just want to put this out there now. I was doing this for a stretched hairstyle. I will say that I will be getting rid of these. I do have a curl friend who is interested in a no heat method way of stretching, so I'm going to give these to her because these are not straight. My hair is not strong enough to hold the straight maker taut. I don't know why they rolled it up the way that they did, but they did, and I already know I'm not keeping these. And then this is me just deciding, should I make this section into two or can I just leave it as one? But I know how the curl maker, curl former, straight maker, whatever you have, I know how they are, so you need smaller sections. Here I am on the struggle bus as usual with my hair, trying to get it back out or back in one way or the other, but not half through. And I am tired. I'm sick of this already. I want to quit. I want to be done, but I said I was going to use all of these items that I purchased and never used, and now I'm trying to stick to it. And it's biting me in the ass, honestly. You make a commitment that you have to stick to, and no good deed goes unpunished. left most of my mistakes in whenever I try to pull too much hair in or I had a struggle, just so that everyone can see it's not as smooth sailing as it may seem like it is. I know the YouTube girls, they always looked so elegant and graceful and everything always turns out excellent. I am a regular girl doing my regular hair. I'm not that good at it, and here I am struggling. Also, just a quick tip, if you do have these or you do want to get them because it looks interesting to you for whatever reason, do want to twist the root a bit so that you can get it all the way into the hook. Don't just leave your hair loose. You want to twist it at the root a bit, because that helps it to go in the hook without any bits getting pulled and yanked and pulled right out of your head. And now I am starting on the wave maker side. Unfortunately, because I knew I was going to be stretching my hair and not using this for styling purposes, I did not make sure that they were going in the same direction, which you do want to make sure that you have your wave makers go in the same direction. Otherwise, the waves will be cattywampus the way you'll see mine end up. I will say that the straight makers were difficult. It was hard to get them open, maybe because I never used them, but they were like stuck together, almost like the plastic was melted together. And then the wave makers I have used a few times before, and I just never actually came back to show the results. So this is why I did them in this video, and they are much easier to install. They are all installed in the front, and I just finished up the back. And I struggled and got my hair tangled up. Tried again. Alright, here is the front and back completed. Those straight makers just make me mad. That doesn't even look like it's gonna make your hair straight. It's ridiculous. Here I am a few hours later. It doesn't take long for my hair to dry with the mousse in it, especially since I just dampened it with the water. That's what the straight maker looks like after I take it out. That's what it looks like beforehand. And here I just grab the straight maker from the root, kind of squeeze open the top opening as best I can, and kind of pull from the bottom and push from the top. It's not as difficult as I made it sound, but it is, you know, it's enough, honestly. It's more trouble than I want to put into a hairstyle, especially for one that's going to end up with some wonky curls. I've never used these before, but they look frizzier. They're not as straight, and I don't know why that may be, because when you see the wave makers, they don't look quite like that. They don't look as frizzy. They got a lot more structure to them, even though they are, you know, kind of wily once you see them. That's the straight makers down. And now I'm taking out the wave makers, which are much easier to come down. Who knows what I'm distracted by? It was something sad, as you can see. And of course, as soon as I do a close-up, that one wanted to struggle to come down anyways. So here I am, half fuzzy headed, half not, curls going every way but the way I asked them to. So this is the straight maker side, which is terrible. Here's the wave maker, which is slightly less terrible. And now here are the final results. So I had some of my hair from the back pulled to the front.